All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Late Night Shots Podcast, episode 77. So, we recap things that just happened. Jake Paul knocked the living fuck out of Ben Askren. That happened. But, is what it is. We don't live in the past. A couple days ago, I think everybody's over that at this point. Ben's an irrelevant fuck. And Jake Paul is still a fuck, if that's the best way to put it. I can't yell. My parents are pretty sure asleep, but big news. I know a lot of people aren't going to watch this episode for the sole fact I'm talking about international wrestling, which people claim is bullshit, right? We refuse to believe that there are good wrestlers outside the United States. But, here we are. European Championships are upon us. Blind drawing for the seeding, just by the grace of God. Taha, Akgul, and Geno, Petriashvili happened to pull themselves first round.
Man, what the fuck?
First thing I said, I posted something in the bracket, a sincere fuck you to whoever drew these seeds. I know they're blind in seeding. I don't think everybody else does. But how corrupt shit is, you think they would just toss them on the other side of the bracket or something like that. The best thing here would be toss Geno, one seed toss Taha or two. It doesn't really matter. They're both getting to the finals. One may have to wrestle another match than the other. But, who knows? This will be going down round one, which also means I have to wait. It's going to be going at 5:30 in the morning on UWW or Flow Wrestling. I don't think you can watch on UWW. Since we are in the U.S., you have to watch it through Flow. I can tell you guys damn sure I'm going to be waking up for this one. And I normally don't say that a lot. So, it's going to be a hell of a match, right? If you want to, obviously if you go back and look through their history, Taha's won the most important tournament, which is the Olympics. And you think Geno plays silver. He didn't. He won bronze behind Kamel Gassemi from Iran.
They've traded for the most part.
I think Taha was more on one side of winning that before the Olympics, but
I think they're like 4-2. Or maybe 3-3 for all I know.
Yeah, something like that. Obviously Gassemi was in the mix back then. Obviously he's retired and gone now, I'm pretty sure. But yeah. So, if we even look at the brackets, right, the 11 and 12 seed, it's obviously in sequential order. 11 and 12 will wrestle each other first round. 1, 2 wrestle each other first round. Where do we look at this, right? I'll actually pull this up right now. So there's Jer Heino from a guy who wrestled at Campbell University is the 8th seed in the bracket. I think if Taha pulls in first round, yeah, congratulations, like a 10-second tech. But, obviously no disrespect. It is what it is, right?
It's Taha.
Yeah. Like Mason Paris doesn't last more than a minute against Taha Akgul.
Yeah.
No.
Why do I feel like there's going to be people angry about you saying that?
Well, Mason Paris doesn't last a minute with Taha Akgul. I mean, yeah, you think
Some
you think
fucking
the
diehard Michigan fan.
And that's absolutely hilarious because you saw the leg lace that Nick Wisdowski put on Mason Paris. If you think that's good, wait till you see Taha Akgul. Gwiz put up 12 points with that. Gwiz put up 10 points without leg lace and 2 points with the takedown. Taha could have put up 50 if he felt like it.
Yeah.
Obviously, he was stopping the match before then, but he could have done it. Geno, at the other hand, is not going to get phased by Paris's volume shooting and is going to essentially shut him down. And yeah, he's just as good as gas tank, and he's a much more skilled opponent. Obviously there's nothing really special about Geno's attack style, but he's also figured out how to turn people very effectively. He's working on that lace, but, he's really good at that gut wrench. It's been a while since we've had a heavyweight that's actually competed at this level. I know Gwiz places bronze. We all have to hype him up, but just looking at the sheer facts of that, it was Taha and Geno and Gassemi. Then Delagnev had a while. After those two were gone, it was kind of just Taha, Geno. Gwizdowski was a bronze medalist because he was the best of the subpar. Everybody else, it's not because he was third to them. He placed bronze and he wasn't going to place higher because of them. Right? Assuming he just lost to Robert Brandon from Poland, who now cut to 97 kilos, is most likely still not going to win. That kind of says a lot about that. And Geno came in with a pre-existing injury to that match, and he beat Moran 7-2. So
Yeah.
pretty casually and just looked to chill. So that should say something about that. But we will see.
Just
Honestly, I
because we
think
haven't
Gable
seen
can beat
Gable
him.
against the International Elite doesn't mean that he will get violated.
Are you reading that too?
It's Taha friggin' Akgul, dude. Like, he is the worst possible person for Gable to wrestle.
Anyways, we're
I'll
going
just say
into.
but let's keep it to Geno and Taha.
Yeah, no. Even if we are looking at this right, what's the main thing we have to address? This is the first match of the tournament for them.
Yes.
Who's that going to benefit? Taha. Obviously he's had problems with his gas tank. Obviously it doesn't matter when you're wrestling Gable Stevenson about your gas tank, but it's going to matter when you're wrestling Geno Petriashvili, a foreign wrestler who's known for their gas tank. That doesn't happen, and that's why he's been at the top for so long with Taha. So, obviously I'll say it right now. My money's on Taha. Pretty sure you said yours was also, but I could eat my words very quickly. I don't think
partially because I'm a massive fan of Taha, but also because if we look at I'm 99% sure that they've won more matches. I can't find the definitive record between the two, but it's either split or in Taha's favor. I would also just say, in terms of recent performance as well, I think Taha has a B, or comparatively recent. Is that right?
No, but I know the main stat you came up with is Geno has won the Worlds, Taha has won the European Championships. I don't see any reason that changes now. We'll go with it. What that shows is Geno's better at making the match adjustments and playing matches better. It doesn't even look like adjustments, like he's technically dicing them up or even gassing. He's just playing matches smarter and getting takedowns at the right times. That's essentially what's changed the course of the match. Because we've looked at how the matches won: 10-8, 6-6, 4-4.
Yeah.
But
I'm watching Taha's fucking Olympic finals right now. Ghasemme's built like a tree stump.
Yeah, no, it was a pretty boring match too. Just gets a bunch of push outs.
Yeah.
Like getting to Ghasemme's
it's
legs
all push outs?
Pretty sure. I mean, there might be a takedown. Like even with that, you have to realize Ghasemme's literally the smartest heavyweight freestyle wrestler I've seen since maybe like Yeah. I don't even know what the results are. If you want to, what?
I don't know who won their last match. I imagine it was
Geno.
Who did win their last match?
Geno.
Yep. Is it Geno or Geno? Oh, fucking knows.
I don't know. Yeah. Geno. It's not Geno. Actually, no. Fuck that. Keep the conversation about what it's supposed to be about. Right. Obviously, Taha's leg lace. Is it going to be a factor? Most likely not.
Taha won the most recent match at the 2019 Euros.
Did 2019 Worlds not happen?
He didn't go, apparently.
Oh, that's when he got injured.
Yeah.
I mean, Geno walked through that, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I've been watching so much about Riza Lopez and all that recently. It's like, how old's Taha? What, like 28, 29?
Taha is 30.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, is it time for him to pass on the torch to whoever?
I mean, I don't think they got to retire at that age in the foreign systems just because they don't run them as hard.
No, I'm talking about to Gable if he comes through. I mean, I'm saying it may just be Geno's time right now. Taha coming off of injury and all that. So I wouldn't doubt that he does it. That's the main concern for me.
That's a fair point.
Right.
I won't completely rule I wouldn't completely rule it out.
I think Geno. I have to change my. I don't know if I want to change my answer. I think my gut says Taha, so I'm gonna just go with that. But I will make a case for Geno, in the sense that if that injury to the arm did impact him, that will be enough for Geno to win the match. Pretty much every
Well,
single
let me look at not the World Championship. Where's the fucking European
that
Championship?
match is so close, and there's both of them when they get to legs are 100% of their shots, right?
Yes.
So that's pretty much the problem. And it's not because none of them
You
have
do.
great
European
defenses.
champion,
It's for the
correct.
sole fact that both of them, their offenses are so high powered that their defense is so irrelevant. Right. I'll go as far as say that nobody in the world has a defense good enough to stop any one of their shots consistently.
I love it. Best defense is a great offense.
Yes. My bad. I sounded high as shit there. Yeah, but yeah, no, I'm on edge about this match. I genuinely don't know how to feel. Like I wish I guarantee you Mike Mal's gonna have a whole technical analysis about this.
I'm
Like
gonna
4:30
fucking
in the
watch
morning.
it, dude. I love that. I fucking love
It's
Mal.
not gonna be up anywhere unless you stay up to
I will
watch
watch it whenever they upload it, like 2 years from now.
Yeah, no, I'm not waiting for that. The thing is, like, I know it's never been that much of an interesting match because it's always
You pay
takedown
for
for.
Flow.
So
Don't you pay for Flow?
yeah,
Yeah, so
it's
you'll
only
be able to
$150 a
fucking
year.
watch it.
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah.
But nah, now that I think about it, it's like, is anybody in this bracket stopping them? No, right? We have to talk about this. Whoever loses, let's say Geno loses, whatever the fuck his name is. Let's say he loses, toss him, interrupt charge. Whether that means Taha has to win his next match, or whether that means he makes the finals. Either way, we have to assume he does.
Yeah.
I hate assuming things because things can happen, but at that point, I'm pretty sure it's just smooth sailing from there.
Yes.
Because these aren't guys that are like, we're on a different level in their country. These are guys that just been on a different level in the world. And they know, you never see guys like that getting caught. Especially, Taha's not a guy you can throw. We've seen that.
Who tried to throw him?
No, I don't remember. I saw it fucking once. I'm like, do you know who this man practices with every day? So it's like,
Reza.
yeah.
Do high level Greco? Do they do cross practices with the Greco guys? And imagine that they'd be completely.
I'm assuming they do practice a lot. That's a 2-time Olympic medalist. I'm assuming he has some ability in freestyle.
I think in the foreign systems they specialize a lot earlier though. There's still going to be carryover of skills.
I mean, yeah, obviously with Riza's build, I would doubt they would have brought him as a freestyler, but
yeah,
they both fit in perfectly to their own system. It just doesn't help that a big motherfucker named Mihan Lopez exists. So it really is what it is. But yeah, final pick and why?
Taha, just because I'm going to judge based off of Taha winning their last match. And I don't think Taha has lost one since again.
I don't think he's wrestled since then.
Actually, his last loss is to a Parviz Hadi from Iran.
When was that?
He hasn't lost again since 2017.
When was that?
Now, admittedly, he's only wrestled him once since then. But for the most part, he has won every single match against him.
Are you going to ask when that was? Are you going to answer that?
Pardon?
When was that match?
2017 World Championship.
Okay, because he's consensus 3 in the world.
Oh, no, not 2017 World Championships whenever he lost to the Iranian fellow. That was in 2019 Euros.
That's the number 3 consensus guy in the world.
Yeah.
From Iran, yep. It's crazy if I bring him into the conversation with this thing. People are like, oh, you're crazy. Gable mops the floor with him. But, we'll just let time tell there. So
Yeah, I also think because if you look at, at least according to this record, it seems like Geno's only beaten him once, or Geno. Geno's only beaten him once. So then again, it's Wikipedia, and their fucking records regarding wrestling are definitely not spot on.
Yeah, I doubt that's fully updated. And I also don't even know if he's been in the field a lot. I think Muhammad, obviously, Iran is making a fucking good-ass team, dude.
Yeah.
The younger
So they got
Yazdani, the older Yazdani, Mohammedian, Sharapov at
They've got that fella at 57 kilos, Yunez Imami, or whatever.
Yugev was winning the whole thing, so it doesn't matter. But no, that's just what I'm saying. Bajrang forfeited to Otaguro. That match should not go down the Asian qualifiers. Bajrang didn't want to risk an injury, so I don't know. He just forfeited. He probably would have mopped the floor with him. But yeah, I think that's really gonna be. I don't think there's much more to this. I just want to talk about this one matchup before it actually happens tomorrow morning. Get this out for you guys if you want to listen to it. Guarantee if you guys are awake that early, you might listen to this. But yeah, so thank you guys for listening to Late Night Shots podcast. It's been episode 77. We'll see you guys again next time.
All right, peace.